What is up, everybody? This is Chris, back with another episode of the Chronically Motivated Project. Today is Tuesday, which means it is Trash Talk Tuesday. This is the first ever Trash Talk Tuesday I've done, and basically this is where I just talk shit about anything that I want. Today, I'm motivated. I'm super motivated to talk about annoying motivational quotes. I can't stand when people quote things that they don't understand, or they don't know what they mean, or they're just stupid quotes that don't make sense. My all-time most hated quote, I'll attack anyone I see on Instagram or any sort of social media if they post this. I can't stand it. It drives me fucking nuts. Fall down 7, get up 8. What? That literally makes no fucking sense. You'd have to be completely oblivious to math for that to make sense to you. Let me explain. You're standing. You start standing. I don't care if you start laying. You didn't fall down. You started where you are. If you get up once and you fall down once, that's 1-to-1 ratio. You get up a second time, you fall down a second time. You get up a third time, you can't stand up an extra time. If you fall down 7 times, you can only get up 7 times. You can't get up again. You can't get up twice. That makes no sense. I get what your guys trying to say. You know, when you fall down, you get back up. I understand the concept. As with all these quotes I'm going to talk about today that are completely fucking stupid, I understand what you're trying to say, but it's stupid. It's really stupid. You cannot fall down. You just think about it. If you fall down 7, you can only get up 7. Fall down 7, get up 12 times. I'm super motivated. No, you're not. No, you're stupid, and you need to go back to a math class. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. I mean, I'm kind of guilty because I've used this quote before until I really started thinking about what that means. You shouldn't do the same thing over and over again and expect different results. But what about in sports when you're practicing constantly to get better? You practice a lot of the same stuff over and over, whether it's basketball, shooting the same basket over and over. Are you insane? Should you quit? You know, every time you shoot a free throw and miss, I can't do that again, so I'm going to shoot from a different spot. That makes no sense. What about people with diseases? In my life, as a type 1 diabetic, I have to check my sugars over and over. I have to do the same thing over and over again. And I always want my blood sugars to be better, and they're different sometimes. It's just that quote, it doesn't make me insane. That's kind of stupid. And imagine if people like Thomas Edison lived by this quote. He failed 1,000 ways or 10,000 ways, something ridiculous. Imagine if he would have tried 5 times, this isn't working. I'm definitely insane if I keep trying, so I'm just going to quit. We'd be using candles and shit right now. It's dumb. Money can't buy happiness. God, I love this quote. Everyone's like, money can't buy happiness. Money is the root of all evil. All this other shit. Money kind of can buy happiness. Let's go on the flip side. A major reason of depression and family life anguish and all kinds of troubles and turmoils of life come from money. People are 3 times more likely to be depressed if they're having money issues. Think about it. Think about all the struggles you had. If you didn't have to worry about money, rent, bills, if money wasn't an issue. Think about that quote right there, guys. If money wasn't an issue, that implies that money is an issue. And if you had a lot of money, you'd probably be a lot more happy. Not to say money automatically creates happiness, because it doesn't. But I am saying if you're struggling to pay bills and get by, and you want to take more vacations and do all these things, and you think money won't make you a little happier, you're a damn liar. That's for damn sure. It would make me a lot happier. Why are people so against things like that? Money shouldn't make you happy. What do you mean? You go to work every day. It can make you happy. So can donuts, and so can a lot of other things. Don't fucking demonize something. Live every day like it's your last. Oh. Shoot me in the face. If I lived every single day like it was my last day, I'd be eating boxes and boxes of donuts, and I would literally take my Chevy Silverado down the street to this golf course that I see all the time, and I would fucking plow over those hills, and it would be the most fun ever. I would get arrested if I lived every day like it was my last. That quote, to me, like, what is it supposed to inspire you to do? To live more aggressively? There has to be some balance, you know. You can't live every day like it's your last. Why not, like, live every day like it's your last 5 years? Maybe that would be a little less intense, because I would do some crazy, crazy shit if tomorrow was my last day. What would you do? Damn sure wouldn't be go to work earlier. That's for damn sure. Oh, this one kills me. It goes something like, it's better to live one day as a lion than to live 1,000 days as a sheep. People love throwing animals in quotes to sound like vicious. You always see some Instagram account with like a lion in the background, and then there's some like quote in big white bold letters, and it's like, yeah, fuck yeah, get shit done, kill shit. It's better to live one day as a lion than 1,000 days as a sheep. Like, have you thought about that? Like, have you ever seen sheep? They're happy little creatures. Their tail's always wagging. They never have to search for food or run after their food because they eat grass. They have an endless supply of food at their feet all the time. Lions have to constantly chase food. Sometimes they can't get it, and sometimes they go hungry. Like, to me, that sucks. I'd rather live as a sheep. Imagine if I had donuts. You can tell I like donuts. If I had donuts and steak and all this food or things that I eat, that I like to eat, constantly in front of me, and I never have to run after it, I'd take that life much more than running after my food. That's for sure. Never give up. The moment you're about to give up is the moment before a miracle is going to happen, or whatever the hell that saying goes. Like, that sounds like some meth addict or the meth association created that. Like, right before you give up, something great is going to happen, so keep doing it. Don't give it up. What? That would also kind of negate the fact that it's a miracle, because if it requires all that work and you're about to give up the work, and if you kept working, a miracle would happen, then that miracle is not a miracle. It's a product of hard work, which the quote should say, don't give up, because if you do, you won't get shit. And if you keep going, you might get shit. So don't give up. No miracle involved. The miracle is called hard work. You hear a lot of business gurus these days too, talking about you got to follow your you got to find your passion. Follow your passion. Make your business your passion. If you follow your passion, you're never going to work a day in your life. It just sounds like a bad Facebook ad. That's what it really sounds like. You got to make sure that your passion can actually create a business. Your passion can actually create a stream of income that can allow you to survive and, you know, keep your family alive and keep your family clothed and happy and, you know, the important stuff. I love eating. I love working out. And I love being lazy as hell. I'm passionate about those things. Why am I not getting paid? Why am I not getting $1 million from that? I would love to speak for free and do all the things I do right now for free to help more people. I would absolutely love that. If I could go to every kid's school in the world and inspire kids to just not let adversity get to them, I would love that. Seriously. But you have to get paid too. Just because it's your passion doesn't mean you can follow it and your life's magically going to be great. There are some starving artists out there who followed their passion and they didn't know how to make a business out of it. So that quote kind of kills me sometimes. Whatever your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. I fucking hate rhyming quotes. I can't stand rhyming quotes. That's half the reason why people believe them, is because they rhyme. Like, it rhymes, so it means something. If I post this, I'm gonna get like 20 likes on this bitch. I can't wait. Like, no, come on. Let's break that down real quick. Whatever your mind can conceive, and believe you can achieve. Okay, let's test this out real quick, okay? You guys just stick with me. I can conceive and believe that I'm going to have $1 million waiting for me downstairs when I go look in the refrigerator. I conceived it. I believed it. Be right back. Shit. Didn't achieve it. Like, it doesn't work like that. Like, yes, if you need to be able to conceive, you need to have an idea. You need to believe that you can do it. And you probably can achieve it, but there's a huge step missing between the whole believe and achieve thing. It's called your willingness to work. If you don't have willingness to work and get it done, I don't care how much conceiving or believing you did, nothing is going to happen. Again, try paying your bills with conception or belief. They don't really take that. Here's another extremely annoying one. Shoot for the moon, and even if you miss, you'll be among the stars. What the fuck? What the fuck? Like, if you shoot, for one, there's no air in space, you're gonna die. Let's just be a little literal. And you guys, well, that's not a literal quote. It doesn't mean that. Okay, let's be a little bit more specific. The moon is about 93 million miles away from the nearest star, so you're gonna be nowhere near it if you shoot for the moon. Sorry. I get what you're trying to say, aim big, and if you don't aim big, or if you don't get it, you'll get something else, maybe. I don't know. That's a stupid quote to me, and I can't stand it. The reason I'm using this different mic from the people who can see on camera is because my other mic failed one day in to podcasting. And I started thinking, because this episode is on stupid quotes, it is what it is. That's another quote I can't stand. It is what it is. Like, it's so pointless to even say. It's pointless. It's like saying we breathe air. Yes, we know. It is what it is. It also isn't what it isn't. And it could be what it could be. It's just a stupid quote. It's so dumb. And people say it all the time. Like, when you have something bad happen, you're like, it is what it is. Yeah? Okay? It's like me saying, the air is clear. The air is clear. Yeah, I know. There's no fucking reason to say it. Like, why would you say that? What does that do for you? Like, talking about effective thinking, that is an extreme lack in effective thinking. Along with, time heals all wounds. My diabetes didn't get the memo. Time does not heal all wounds. That is extremely false. Time does not heal any wound, really. Especially like severe wounds, like an autoimmune disease or a disability. Like, if time healed all wounds, I'd be looking at my hair right now and I'd have a lot more fingers than this. Running through some other like stupid ones, like the whole team thing. I'm sure if you were in sports in school or ever dealt with a coach or an overly enthusiastic boss, you dealt with the whole there's no I in team. I don't think they understood the concept of there's an I in champion and there's an I in winning, and it requires like co-individuality amongst a team. There's no I in team. Well, the team is made of individual players that work together. Yes, you have to be good yourself before the team can be good. And no shit, there's no I in team. It's TEAM. Everyone knows that. Never regret something that once made you smile. That's complete horseshit. Because if you've ever had food poisoning or diarrhea, you absolutely regret the food you ate. I love food. Food makes me smile every single day. But the second I'm sitting on that toilet and hating life, I absolutely regret that thing that made me smile. These quotes don't apply to everything in life, clearly. The pen is mightier than the sword. Oh, really? But what about the whole actions speak louder than words quote? Those are a little, they don't really make sense. They don't really go with one another. So which one is it? Is your pen mightier? Or is the action louder or mightier? I guess it's whatever one you're feeling that day. Obsessed is a word used by the lazy to describe the dedicated. Actually, obsessed is a word used by psychologists to describe people who have developed unhealthy habits and behaviors towards things. Obsession is a real thing. It's not just used by lazy people. It's used by people who have problems. If you have an obsession, you have an obsession. You can have an obsession with the gym or money or anything in life, but it's not just used by lazy people. It's an actual condition. Speaking of the gym, there's so many terrible quotes you see on social media by some girl who is poolside posting her hot dog legs, or a Snapchat flower filtered face with some dumbass quote immediately followed by 2 kissy face emojis to show her superior pseudo-intellect. I love it, especially the fitness girls. And they'll post some dumb shit like, you can't outrun your fork. You can't outrun your fork. Yes, you fucking can. Forks can't run. I can absolutely outrun my fork. There's very few things, actually, that I can outrun, and my fork is definitely one of them. That poses no threat to me. If there was a race between me and a fork, and it was for first or last place, I would 100% get first. 100%. I can absolutely outrun a fork. Ugh. God, it's so dumb. And just thinking about these dumb fucking quotes that people post to sound intellectual. There's a study done in Canada on people who couldn't identify the difference between a real quote and a pseudo-intellectual quote. I mean, they completely made up a quote saying, like, higher intellect is of amnesty and amnesia. And people would like, that's so deep, bro. Like, it didn't mean anything. But it actually linked those pseudo-intellectual quotes to people who had lower intellect. So they started saying people who post quotes are of lower intellect, which isn't really true, but I almost want to believe it because you always see these people who want to sound so smart posting dumb quotes, especially under some naked image of themselves, which drives me up a fucking wall. The last quote I am going to touch on for today. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Try telling that to someone with osteoporosis. The condition doesn't kill you, but it damn sure doesn't make you stronger. It actually, in fact, makes you weaker. Physiologically speaking, you get weaker and you don't die. So, by this quote's definition, you should be getting stronger, not weaker. Completely nullifies it. But Chris, that's not what it means. What it really means is what doesn't kill you makes you mentally able to handle more stuff. No. It doesn't make you able to handle shit. It doesn't make you able to handle more. What makes you able to handle more is your decision to take an issue and make it into an opportunity. That's a decision. That's willingness. That's a choice. There is no action that immediately causes a better outlook on life except for an internal choice that's made. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Depression? Have you ever tried to PR in the gym off a bout of depression? Like, wow, I am so depressed right now. I must be super strong. Let me go sit under a 600-pound squat. I guarantee I can pop this bad boy up because I am so depressed right now. And speaking of food poisoning and diarrhea, laxative overdose. Try taking a lot of laxatives and being stronger. It won't kill you, but I promise to God, it won't make you stronger. Try going to the gym and deadlifting after you took a shit ton of laxatives. Tell me how strong you are. Go ahead. Go ahead, big boy. Tell me how strong you are after those laxatives. It didn't kill you. What doesn't kill you make you stronger is a dumb fucking quote, unless you choose to get stronger off an adversity. Being disabled, being diabetic, didn't make me stronger. My choice to adapt my perception around it is what made me stronger. That was a choice, not an automatic. If you get hit by a bus and don't die, you're not stronger. You just have a bunch of broken bones and you're going to the hospital. Do yourself a favor. If you actually want to be intellectual, stop using dumb fucking quotes. Stop using other people's words. And try and actually understand what you're saying before you say it so it makes some sense. Boom! That is it for today's Trash Talk Tuesday. I am Chris Ruden with the Chronically Motivated Project. Make sure you tune in Thursday for our donuts and diabetes segment. Unless you're not diabetic and you don't care, then just come back next Monday. See you all later.